Well, our guys are very excited to play Union. I know that it was an exhibition game, but that was the first time we stepped on the ice, so I would hesitate to call it not meaningful, even though it was just an exhibition game. It had a lot of meaning, not in the standings, and it was truly an exhibition game, but that had so much meaning because we hadn't played in 18 months. This being league play against a rival, it feels really good. It feels good to be this excited. It feels good to look forward to a Capital Region matchup of league opponents. It's very exciting.
I know you probably missed playing hockey last year, but how much more did you miss facing Union?
Well, you miss the big games. Like, one of our team goals is we identified these special games. Like, it's against our crosstown rival. It's a special blackout jersey night. It's an important game that our guys have circled on the schedule. That's what you miss. You miss that little bit extra, fuel on the fire, and it's something that until you've experienced it, you don't know what you're missing. And now that it's here, you feel the passion.
What did you learn about Union in that exhibition game?
Nothing new. They're extremely hardworking. They're very well coached, and they bring it every shift.
You mentioned the start of league play as well. Just how much more does that ratchet up the intensity that not only are we playing a rival, but starting also to get into league play?
I'm not sure that we want to ratchet up our intensity for specific opponents. I think that will happen naturally because it is a rival, because it is Union. But we want to be a mature group that plays with intensity and purpose every single night, because across the table it can be any team, any opponent, and they're bringing it. So we have to make sure that we're always ratcheting it up.
You were at Union yesterday, and some of the players were talking about just how intense the rivalry is, the atmosphere, all of those kind of things. And with two new classes of players, there's a lot of guys who haven't experienced maybe that kind of atmosphere yet. Is there any way to really prepare them for that, or is it kind of push them in the pool, see how well they swim kind of thing?
Yeah, they're prepared for it. They know, they're excited. They've talked to their other teammates that have played in the game, and it's not like either team is pushing hockey players into a pool and wondering if they can swim, because these guys have been part of intense games and intense rivalries wherever they came from. But this one's real. It gets great media coverage. It's for bragging rights, and we're playing for the skates, which we currently have and want to keep. So there's a lot of reasons that the guys are aware and will be prepared for the games.
And then looking at this year's Union team and preparing for them, what kind of strengths do you see? What do you kind of have to prepare for them?
Well, the power play is going at almost 20% right now. They're a team that I've watched all of their games. They always work hard. They always bring physical play. They're very well coached and disciplined in their structure, and they've gotten better. Their shots for have increased almost every game. Their goal scoring has increased since the beginning. They get after it, and they're a very good hockey team.
Their penalty kill, though, has been kind of suspect. They give up 7 power play goals the last 3 games. They're only killing penalties at a 64-65% rate. How important is it maybe to draw them into penalties and take advantage of their penalty kill?
Yeah, we can't go into a game with just one single mindset of saying our goal is to draw them into penalties. I think we want to dictate the tempo and the pace of the game. If we're doing that, the likelihood is that there'd be more penalties on the other team. If we're chasing them, there'd be more penalties on us. And we watched the power play goals against, and I think they were a little out of sync and a little out of rhythm. But Coach Bennett's been around a long time, and I'm sure he's addressed that this week. So we'll look at their tendencies and plan for our best.
Game sold out at Mesa. Obviously, you can't have fans from outside the campus here. What do you think it's going to be like Friday night in Mesa Rink with a sold out?
Yeah, I think it's going to be loud. I think it's going to be intense and crazy, and I hope there's a lot of red, cherry, and white there.
Yeah, we're amped up. There's a lot of history in this rivalry, and we played them in exhibition, and it was already like a regular season game. So I'm sure the game Friday night, I heard it sold out. I'm sure it's going to be juiced, and we're going to be really excited to play.
Was the intensity there in that exhibition game, or was it? Is it, and it will be amped up a little more this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be higher stakes. I mean, these are the first ECAC points on the board as well, and just kind of restarting that rivalry regular season is going to be really, really cool.
You got a lot of players that haven't experienced the rivalry. It's first couple of year players because of the two big classes. How can you? Is there any way to kind of prepare them for what they're going to experience with that kind of different atmosphere with a packed rink? I'm sure on Friday night, or is it just kind of you got to experience it to really know what it's like?
Yeah, I thought Vermont had a pretty good atmosphere actually last weekend, so I thought that was a good test. I think we've been talking to them a bit about the rivalry and about the history and how fun it's been in the past to win the skates and beat Union. So I think they're just as excited as we are to do it again.
What does this rivalry, mean to you, and how excited are you to be able to renew it after a couple of years off?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite weekends of the year. Definitely one we circle because we play, home and home against our rival. The Blackout game is always a blast, and we're really excited to play in front of a sold-out crowd on Friday. So,
with that exhibition, was there anything that you can kind of learn from it as far as either style of play, speed, anything that you can kind of get a gauge for, or is it kind of you got to put that one behind you and you just look forward to this one?
Yeah, I think we've been focusing on starting on time. I think we need to play our game from the start, not kind of let them dictate the pace. So that's our goal right away, is to just play our game.
And then what kind of strengths do you see with Union? What do you kind of be prepared for when the puck drops?
Well, they always play hard. They're always physical. And in their building, we know they're going to be fired up. So just kind of, we want to dictate the pace, and we want to have more passion out there, and we want to be the team that wants to win more.
Is it kind of disappointing that you won't have a sold-out crowd here on Saturday when the rematch? You still wish the fans would be able to show up?
Yeah, of course. We really wish we could have fans, at least parents in the building. But either way, it's a hockey game at TCAC, and we're really excited to play. I'm sure we'll have a lot of students there as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think that there'll be more RPI fans in the building than usual too? Because they're one of the chances that parents and things like that can go locally. Yeah,
I think so for sure. A lot of our parents are coming, and I've heard of a lot of fans that want to come as well. So I think we're going to have a good RPI crowd. We'll see when Red is chanted for the national anthem. We'll see how loud it is.
I think the 2 points on the line definitely add some, but when it comes to us and Union, it's always a big rivalry, and I know both teams really want to win those games.
Well, it's actually 3 points now.
Yeah, it's 3 now.
Three for regulation
Yeah.
when started.
Even more.
So, was that exhibition game was there the intent? I did watch that game. I didn't see like the intensity was there because it was an exhibition game. You got to try to figure things out. But what did you learn about Union during that game?
We know they're a hard hockey team to play against. They want to outwork you every night, and I think they showed that. They showed it early in the game, and that's part of our game that we work towards too. So I'm thinking Saturday and Friday night are going to be 2 hard-nosed hockey games.
What does this rivalry mean to you and some of the returners, but you specifically, and how excited are you to renew it after being away from it for a couple of years?
Yeah, I think it's probably my favorite part about playing college hockey is playing the home and home with the Union. I know a few years back we swept them in the home and home, and that was probably the pinnacle of my college hockey so far. So I'm hoping to relive that this weekend.
Absolutely. And then you have some guys who haven't experienced it. A lot of guys who haven't experienced it, either transfers, the freshmen, the sophomore, all haven't experienced this rivalry. Is there anything that you can really say or do to prepare for that, or is it just kind of push them in the pool, see how they kind of swim kind of thing?
I think it's a little bit of just pushing them in the pool, but I think they hear the buzz, and all year we're going to stress that playing Union it's a really important game for us as a program, and I'm sure it's important for them as well. But I think they'll see what it's like, and they'll step up to the challenge.
You guys be playing in front of a sold-out crowd Friday night at Mesa Rink. Unfortunately, you can't have anybody at Houston Fieldhouse other than students and staff and employees. So what do you think it's going to be like in Mesa on Friday night with all the fans?
It's definitely going to be electric. I know RPI will have a lot of fans come out, which is exciting for us. And anytime you can play in front of a sold-out crowd, it's a lot of fun.
schematically, systematically, what kind of play are you expecting from Union on Friday? What kind of strengths do you have to prepare for with you?
Right now they're really strong in the power play, so we gotta focus on our PK, being really dialed in there and playing to what we know their strengths are. As well, they're just a hardworking hockey team, and we know if we're gonna walk away with the win this weekend, we're gonna have to outwork them as well.
And their PK has not been so good so far this season. They gave up 7 power play goals in the last 3 games. They're killing penalties at about a 64-65% rate. So what do you have to do to maybe draw them into penalties and take advantage of their penalty kill?
I think, again, it's just playing hard hockey. If you're outworking teams, then penalties just come in a way. And I know we've obviously been pre-scouting their penalty kill, and we're going to be looking to take advantage of that when we have a chance.
Lindo, you're the goalie of the week. What does that mean for you? Obviously, we got a big road win at Vermont last weekend. Obviously your teammates played well in front of you, but what does it mean for your third award of your career there?
It's definitely exciting. It's nice to be noticed. I think at the end of the day, though, it's nothing more than just a little quick pat on the back. But yeah, it feels good in a way.
Did you miss playing Union last year? Besides, I missed playing hockey, but was it even more missing Union?
Yeah, it was definitely tough, especially knowing that they were playing and practicing. But just anytime we can play Union it's always a great game.